Yo, it's your boy Sir DQ. It's another episode of Young Old Head. This is episode 5, and we gonna kick it off with the second week of July. And this is looking really good, guys. I cannot lie. It's a lot of mixtapes, a lot of singles coming out, a lot of singles that you're gonna expect a lot of albums to come out. So let's get into it, guys. First off, on the list, we're gonna get into the Drake freestyles. Drake dropped 2 freestyles, not 1, but 2. We got the Link Up freestyle and we got the Fire in the Booth freestyle. I fuck with them both. They're both fire. I really like what Drake's doing. He's kind of show people, you really think that I can't do this? I'm not just a writer, okay? And I freestyle. I do my own shit as well. So give me my credit, give me my respect. I believe that he probably did write those freestyles himself, so give him his credit, give him that shine there. No Malice, you know who No Malice is? Pusha T's brother. Crazy enough, he comes out with a track called Give Him Some. He sounds like Pusha and Snoop on here, like both of their voice together, all on this track together. It's cool. He just speaks on the misguided youth and the lack of leaders that they're having nowadays, and that's truth and that's facts. There are not a lot of leaders. The youth is misguided, and you can see that completely in a lot of the music, lyrical content that they have nowadays. Mobb Deep, once again, shout outs to the team behind Prodigy. They got another song called That's That Thing. And that track is basically, it's a sample from a Currency track. Currency and Estelle got the track, and here's the thing, you know, Mr. And it sampled that same exact beat. So I like that. It's smooth. Fortnite, Murder Beats, Young Bands, Lil Yachty, Ski Master Slump God. This guy Murder Beats, I didn't know he made songs, but he got a track out called Fortnite. After the game, he used a sample of the intro of the game, and he slid on it. I ain't gonna lie, I was listening to it today at the gym. It's a gay, with a gay, suck it with a gay. It's funny, it's hilarious, it's dope. They slid on the track. Buddy and Khaled got a track called Trippin'. Smooth. I like this collab. I think they should do more collabs together. It's just talking about not needing every drug to be who he is, and not to be like everybody else, to be on all these drugs to be lit. And that's a good message. I'm all for it. Rick Ross, T.I. Jump on the Jug King remix for Young Scooter, slid. All 3 of them got solid verses. Y'all go listen to that. Little Bibby, I'm not really into his music a lot. I gotta get it more into it because he got a new track called Crack Baby. That's a fire track. Why I'ma say that? He just speaks on some real shit. Speaks on how he grew up an actual crack baby. He said an ill line, and it's a lot of things that you young people should listen to. What he said was, "We don't post guns on IG, we be using them." Guys, don't set yourself up for the kill. Don't mess with guns in the first place at all. I don't recommend it. But you guys always want to act like I'm a gangster, I'm a thug, and I got all these guns in the camera. Let's stop it, guys. You guys are just making yourselves indictments right there, even if you're not using them. And he just showed that's how the real streets go. We don't post our guns on IG because they be using them. That's how real shooters do it. So, not saying that we're promoting gun violence, but we're just saying I respect that he's showing it and he's keeping it real with it. Black Eyed Peas, Get It. They got a smooth track. They should be mentioning as prolific writers as well and lyricists as well. They both are ill spitters. They got a dope track. What y'all saying to me? Oh, okay, my bad. They want me to get a little sexier for y'all. So they got this track. With this track here is really for like the 96 Power 96 jams. If y'all from South Florida, y'all know how I mean like that. But it's dope. It got that whole feel to it. I fuck with it. Cranium, the Jamaican artist, he remixed the Booed Up remix now. Everybody's got a Booed Up remix now. His is even better still than the Nicki Minaj and Quavo remix. So that exactly shows you, do not put them on your remix, people. There's way better choices. Listen to the Cranium remix. Childish Gambino got 2 tracks, and I know people are gonna love this. Summertime Magic and Feels Like Summer. He dropped it off like a 2-piece EP. The first track, Summertime Magic, got an Afro beat kind of feel. He's about to have a Drake effect. Like every track that he puts out is gonna be fire for the people. They're gonna love it. It's automatic. That's a dope track. And the next track, Feels Like Summer, got like some Sade vibes to it. It's amazing how good he is with the simplicity with his lyrics. Like, he don't do the most with his lyrics. It's just repetitive. It's very, very simple lyricism, and it's always a hit. Keep it up, Childish. I fuck with Atlanta as well, my guy. Nasty One, Lil' Kim. Shout outs to Lil' Kim. Her birthday just passed. The Nasty One track now, this is the track that, like I said, from a lot of previous tracks that happened before, it's a dance hall hit. The people in the dance hall realm are gonna really love this track. It's got that, really people from New York love these type of songs, where it's got that hip hop lyric beats and all that, but it has the Caribbean whole type of feel with the production. So you know New York is gonna love with this track right here. Currency got 2 tracks out, Signs of Things to Come, and he has another track called Last Night. Last Night, smooth. I like the Papers and Pistols, drugs and bitches, snakes and real niggas is all up in there. He was talking about how it was last night. The other track that he had, excuse me, my people, it's a groovy single. It's very dope. It's like a ride out music, and you love when Currency has ride out music, because you know that means you're gonna listen to it and smoke in your car with it. Holla at your boy. And of course, Papoose. Oh my gosh. Papoose got an In My Feelings remix. Come on, my guy. It's pretty funny. He's like, Remy, do you love me? I can't lie. It's funny. It's cool. Shout out to you. He talks about black love, of course. That's cool. Fabulous got a track out with Ty Dolla $ign. Oh, yeah. Definitely gonna be something. He's so fine, yeah. Oh. Definitely gonna be a radio single that the ladies are gonna love. And Tinashe got a track called Like I Used To. She's basically talking about something for the ladies that are independent. You don't need no nigga, and you get it on your own type shit. If you're that type of female, this song is definitely for you. Mary J. Blige got a track out as well. It's an old 70s feel. It's only love. It's definitely a feel. It's a groove. Lecrae. I'm not really into Lecrae's music. He's a Christian rapper usually. That's how he labels himself. But he had a track called Did It Not. It's probably the best track that I've heard from him. It has like a little shot at Chance the Rapper. The other dude on the track, Andy Mineo, said something about Chance the Rapper, saying that basically they've been talking about being a Christian rapper is the way that they are. They talk about their religion practices, and ever since Chance the Rapper has been doing it, he's been getting hella praise, but where their praise is at. So there's a little shot there. I'm not starting no beef. Anderson .Paak, he got a remix to the Bubbling track. Busta comes on the track and he kills it. Busta holds it down with his verse. And he does his whole, I'm gonna create a new word for Busta with his flow. Superistic fast flow. That's how he got, that's Busta's flow. He does that on the verse and he kills it. This dude, Bobby Bracken's got a track with G-Eazy and Jeremiah. Definitely a Cali that jerk and feel like jerk, that old school Power Rangers, y'all remember them. That old school kind of feel right there. Of course, if G-Eazy's on it, so he got that little strip club feel, so it might be in your strip club near you. Do not be surprised. Rich the Kid got a track, Leave Me. Won't gravitate like Plug Walk and New Freezer, but it just definitely shows that he's very capable of making singles. So Redman as well got a track called Yeah. I love what Redman does. He's just coming out with more and more tracks. It must have seemed like he knew I made the pins and he wants to pay homage with the pins and want y'all to cop the pins. So definitely shout out to him with the Red Yeah track. He's ill. Y'all need to never, ever sleep on Redman. Estelle got a track called Better. This is like a 2018 Mary J. Blige, I Can Love You. I can love you better than she can. It's basically that whole, but it's a 2018 version. It's like an Afrobeat, Caribbean feel type of almost. You're gonna love it. Russ, another person with the emoji type cover art. Got a track called Don't Fall For It. He sampled the Music Soul Child Soul Star song. He referenced to basically people just, not living up their life that they live on IG, and artists not saying who they are. You know what I mean? Like, y'all not really, y'all people. He basically said a line like to the extent of, these artists basically are do as I say and not as I do type of artists. So like, I'm gonna tell y'all kids don't do this, but y'all see me doing this all the time. So he's basically calling them out for that. Good job there. He doesn't get a lot of love for that. And now for all the singles for that week right there, we gonna move into the mixtapes and albums of the week. Zoe Dollar, Sorry Not Sorry. Made in Tokyo got an artist named My Name Finn. I bet you get this all the time. Jaden Smith, Sire, The Electric. He did a few remixes to his tracks on there, only 5 tracks. Smino for Sport, we gonna talk about that. He slid. Vado, Sinatra 3. Wiz Khalifa, I know y'all gonna be hearing about that. Rolling Papers 2. Taylor Bennett, Chance the Rapper's younger brother, Be Yourself. Chief Keef, Mansion Music. Fat Trell, Final Hair. Baby Keem, Hearts and Darts. So that's all the projects, we gonna get into them. Baby Keem, Hearts and Darts. If you haven't really heard of Baby Keem, he actually produced 2 tracks for J-Rock. He produced the 112th and Knock It Off. Knock It Off where the cash at. The producer for that track, he just dropped off an EP of his own. He has a whole bunch of energetic tuned instrumentals. I fuck with it, I like it, I love it. It's dope, it's simple, to the point. Another 6-track EP comes from Taylor Bennett. I haven't really heard a lot of music from him, but I do know, that he is the brother of Chance the Rapper. And he kind of surprised me because he had a Young Thug feature on here. So that's pretty dope, but it was fitting. Tons of instrumentals with a lot of instrumental production. So a lot of pianos, a lot of horns. So it's definitely a lot of a groovy, soulful feel, but he sounds a lot like his brother. So that may be a good or a bad, but if you like Chance the Rapper, that means you can easily get into his music. Zoe Dollar, Sorry Not Sorry. Basically, it had a lot of the samples that I was talking about. A lot of the singles that I was talking about, the R.I.P. sample on there. He sampled the Nivea, Don't You Mess With My Man. He got a remix of that track on there. He's obviously not talking about messing with his man. Ty Dolla $ign is on that track with him. Basically, shouts out to being, Haitian. Talking about he's covered in the Haitian voodoo, Swipe Life, and a track that he got called Wagon on there, produced by Nard B. Probably my favorite track on there. My Name Finn, Made in Tokyo, that project was solid. I was very surprised. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with this artist, but when it's Made in Tokyo, it's almost kind of biased because he did cop one of my pins. I'm always gonna fuck with when he comes out with music, but this was actually solid. It was more about the artist, filled with a lot of smooth production. They sampled like some Sade beats. They show they have a lot of bars and flows on this, and Main Tokyo stay putting on, pretty much. That's just somebody that you're gonna love for that. Smino, just a little 2-track EP. He slid on the remix to the Drake In My Feelings. 8 piece with the Drake drink on the side, bitch. Fry hall with the motherfucking fries, bitch. Listen, my guy Smino slid on the In My Feelings. He did his own remix. Trap Money Smino. He did his remix, he slid, he got another track on there as well. And they're both just a 2-piece, they're at least showing that he might be coming up with something more for the year. It's a little 2-track EP. Jaden Smith, he remixed 5 tracks on his previous project, Sire. He did like his own, he plays the electric guitar. So he did his own electric guitar remix to the songs completely. They're a little bit more extended versions, they're a little bit more acoustic. It just basically shows that he's a very talented artist and shows that he's way more talented than what people may even attempt to limit him on. Vado, Sinatra 3, bars overload. They got metaphors galore. We got Fred the Godson on here, Dave East, Nino Man, Frank Billionaire. These are a lot of punchline rappers. 5 of the tracks on there out of the 10 tracks are with the Dave East collabs. Dave East and him are always going back and forth with a lot of songs, and when it comes to them, they're gonna be fun with it. They're gonna give you a lot of bars. Let me hit the water because my mouth is getting dry and I can't be looking like that on camera. Shout out to Zephyr Hills. Let me get the plug. Also, Wiz Khalifa's project. We're gonna talk about this. It's either people are dropping a 9-track, a little short album, or they're dropping an overload 20-plus track album. He dropped 25 tracks on here. Drake dropped a 25-plus track album. We're not gonna talk about what Chris Brown did earlier this year, but a lot of people are just talking about doing a lot of tracks and a lot of material that you're gonna get from them. Wiz did that, and it's a solid album. He's got a lot of old Wiz feel. He's got a lot of good features from Joey Guapo, R.I.P. to the young man that passed away. Of course, Chevy Woods, The Mind. The Moonlight, I think that's their name. They're an R&B group duo. I'm not really familiar with them, but they're from Pittsburgh, so he put it on. That's respect. So go listen to that. Rolling Papers 2. There's definitely at least 5 tracks that you're gonna love on there. Chief Keef's album. The airy production is probably that I was talking about on that one track. That's his thing, I guess. That's pretty much all over there. Without a doubt, he got flow. Without a doubt, Chief Keef, he's got that whole energy, that drill music still. And if you're into that, that's for you. Then this is definitely another hit. Fat Trell, you hear DC all over his music. He got a mixtape called Finally Here. It's basically like DC poetic drill music. Like, he's definitely poetic and he has a lot of flow. He definitely has a lot of vocabulary. So he has that feel. He's signed to MMG recently, if you didn't know as well. So he got a track with Ross on there, but he has a lot of production from a lot of similar people. My problem. A lot of, how do I say this? A lot of people that are in the same people in his camp. It's the same producers. It's dope. I like it. It's not too many tracks. 13 tracks. I can fuck with it. And our last project that we're gonna get into is the we talk about the oh, well, that's all the projects right there. The last project that I did want to talk about is the old school project. J-Rock was telling me that this is a must because this is something that y'all really need to listen to more. Missy Elliott's album came out, her first debut album, her original album, people, the original, came out probably like 20 plus years ago. So go back to that, listen to that. Gangstar, 88, 89 album that came out in 1999. That's got the DWYC. I'm sorry, it got to be the short shot. If you don't know about these people, go look up Gangstar, R.I.P. to Guru. Those are some tracks for y'all to listen to. And of course, for the younger people, for the older people, listen to the younger music that's out that I'm talking about here now. Of course, I'm gonna drop some knowledge for y'all, drop some gems for y'all. And it's not gonna be overload. We're just gonna show why I wanna talk about listening to the older music. Because as you can see from this music that came out, a lot of samples. This is the point where you're gonna hear a lot of 90s music that you remember growing up, that you thought was old school on the R&B, on the radio, a lot of R&B stuff. People are gonna bring those same songs back around. They're gonna sample them, they're gonna remix them. They're gonna feel so long time ago, but your parents are gonna start fucking with it too. You're gonna start fucking with it too. So listen to the old music, appreciate the old music. I've gave y'all a ton of music for y'all to listen to. Shout outs to the team, Nikita, Pop-Tart, you know I love you from long time, girl. J-Rock the gang. And of course, shout outs to the homie for the shirt. My dog Splugs, XYXX. Shout outs to his brand, XYXX on the gram. Check that out on the gram. He got some dope gear for y'all, so check that out as well. I'm your boy, Sir DQ. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment. Show us some love. I appreciate the love we've been getting so far. Expect more music, expect more young old head. Shout outs to y'all.